Okay, welcome guys. In this video, we will dockerizing our Flask app. So let's start this. Just create Flask app directory, and we will create minimal application using Flash. Just copy this into a file called index.py. Let's paste that code. Then if we want to do command flash run, we need to export Flask app first at terminal. So we need to export, set environment variable called Flask app that pointing to the file index.py. Then flash run, the Flask app will run. Localhost on port 5000. Okay, this is a minimal Flask application running on our local computer. So how to make this Flask app running on Docker so we can deploy using Docker? Okay, so just create Docker file here and docker compose.yml. Okay, the Docker file will look like this. You need Python 3 because Flash using Python as programming language. Flash is mini framework built by Python. So we can set work directory. You can change this to user or to slash whatever. And then for environment, you can set in Docker file. For host, you can set also in Docker file or on Docker Compose. And then this is for running this command, I think for Linux. If you are not at this command, there are some error, I think. Just try without this if you want to know what happened. And then we need to copy requirement, install the requirement, expose the port using on Docker, and copy all source code and do flash run. Okay, let's try this. To create Docker file will create image for our application. Python 3.7 Alpine. If we using Alpine, the image size will be less than the Python that is not Alpine. So we will set work directory, just call Flask app, and then we need to set environment Flask app, and we pointing to index.py, just like when we set up environment for running Flask app in our local computer. So we need to set another variable called flash run host, and just set localhost 0.0.0.0. Then we need to run apk at nocache gcc meso dev linux headers. And then we need to copy requirement. In local computer, if you want to create requirement file, you can do pip freeze requirement.txt. So this will create the package you have in your local computer you have installed. So just copy requirements.txt into requirements.txt with the same file name, and then run pip install min r requirement requirement.txt. This will install all package we define in requirement.txt. So our Docker file will get the requirement.txt, then the Docker will install all package that listed in requirements.txt. Okay, then we need to export the port using the port will be used on Docker, let's say 500, and then we copy dot. The last step is to run command that to activate the Flask App server. That's the same thing if we do this in our computer. Flask run. Docker will do the same. So we can imagine that Docker is just like our sub computer. Just my imagination. Okay. We have done with our Docker file. The next step is to set Docker Compose so we can execute Docker file more easier. We can create image, we can running the container using just one file. So I'm using version 3.3. It depends on your Docker Compose installed on your computer. So we will create service. This is our container name. Just call this container is Flask App. Then we need to build image. If we create build dot, it means it will pointing to our Docker file as default. Okay, we need to define ports here because we want Flask App running on port 5000. Just set this here. We need to set environment such as Flask App, such as environment, development or production. We can set in Docker Compose also. We define Flask App here that pointing to our index.py, also Flask environment, development, so we can set whether our application is running on development mode or production mode. Okay, and then we need to define volumes here so our application can be saved into this, so you can automatically update your code without restart your container again and again. So let's set this to // our working directory here, Flask App. Okay, because we don't need Redis for now, so just ignore the Redis. If you need Redis, you can add Redis image and then just use Redis in your app. Okay, we are done until this process. So in requirement we just need not so much package like this. We just need Flask and the package needed by Flask as default. The requirement.txt must be like this. Why I have so much line in requirement.txt? It's because in my computer I already tried to install so many packages that I don't need for a minimal Flask app. Okay, so we are done with the configuration and file. Now our time to running Docker Compose. Just running Docker Compose min f Docker Compose app without min d, so we can see what happened in our process. Okay, there is something went wrong in Docker Compose YAML. Invalid. Okay, service Flask App. Oh, I do a mistake. Wait. Docker Compose services. Because of Docker Compose can create more than one services, so it must be with S. So we can create multiple container. not service. The key is wrong. Key must be services. Okay, just running Docker Compose up again. I'm sorry for that mistakes. This will process our Docker file, and then Flask App failed to build. Python 3.7 Alpine not found. I do another mistake. Python 3.2. I will see in my Docker file. Python 3.2 Alpine. Wow! Without H here. Alpine. That's a funny mistake. Just skip there. Just skip them. Okay, the process is running. The Docker file is processed one by one line. Okay, workdir. We set workdir to Flask App, and then we set environment variable, and then we run app-add. Okay. Wow, something went wrong here. Linux 0. Wait. Okay, let's create without this command, so we know what happened without that plan. Okay, we continue the process. We thought apk add no cache and whatever. I think this line is used for another reason that we don't need it for now. Okay, the container is running on port 5000. Just try to access in browser, and our Flask app already running in Docker file. So we can check here with Docker images. We have images with name Flask app. It because this here name Flask app. Flask app is created by Python image bash image, and then we can see Docker container. Container ls. Docker container ls. Min a, and we can see here Flask app container with stop status. So if we want to run just Docker Compose app again, min d, and the server will be activated. We can check with Docker ps, and here our Flask app project running on Docker. So that's all. Let's try to change this hello 1. Refresh, and the code will be changes automatically because we have set that volumes here. Okay, that's all. Thank you for watching this video until the end. If you like this video, just like and subscribe and enjoy your life. Thank you.